Alright. Time to take on the next yokai. So, after what happened last time... Apsara's apparently saying that this one is definitely gonna give Hakuna a run for my money. As she's... because saying something like, calling him out on liking, big assets, because, well... After acknowledging the fact that Hakuna never reacted to either her or Vampire because of their slender physiques, and now... now she's saying she's gonna get a kick out of what's about to happen next, because she thinks we're gonna lose for... because she thinks we're gonna get corrupted for sure this time. Excuse me, I burped a little. Well, we'll see about that. We've beaten 2 of them already. I doubt this one will be that much harder. At least I hope so. Now then, let's get going. Okay. This is certainly different. It's a lot more, I don't have a word for this. It's a little brighter than, Vampire's place. Also a bit more pink. Huh. Oh, hold up. What was this place called? What was it called again? Holy Flame Domain. Okay.
Now then, let's see what kind of reaction you'll have to the smoking hot beauty you're about to meet. I can already see it.
She really sounds sure of herself about this.
How do you like the scenery? Aren't you lucky? You get to see what it's like in heaven while you're still alive. Though it's doubtful whether it's an actual heaven.
So this place is supposed to be heaven? So it doesn't look like it to me. The Holy Flame Domain is a space containing the memories of warriors. The Scandinavian lands call it Valhalla. Oh, okay, now I get it. It's rumored to be a heaven where the rowdy, fight-loving souls of warriors killed in battle go to live. Valhalla, basically a heaven for Vikings, where they go to drown in booze and pleasure. Yeah. Hey, I get around for information too, This place is infused with fire energy. Overcome the yokai's sun, light, and holy flame, make its burning spiritual energy your own. So what, she uses fire, I guess?
This place isn't just the memory of a certain place. It's also stained with the memories of the humans who were lured here.
The memories of humans?
What does that mean exactly? It's the memories of all the humans that woman has broken in.
So that's what you meant. Broken in, huh? I'm not just seeing things, right? Those ghosts? Wait, ghosts and... Oh, yeah. This is a quote-unquote heaven, as Apsara says, so I guess it shouldn't be too out of the ordinary to see ghosts. Except I also recall that these places aren't actually real. This place is beautiful. Whoa, what the... What was that just now? I saw something human-shaped there. I guess this place isn't real either. But we're so high up, it's kind of scary.
You're finally here.
Apsara-san. So, what is this place? Doesn't seem like it's from the human world.
Of course it doesn't. I don't believe a place as resplendent as this one exists anywhere in the human world. This is part of the heavenly realm, the home of the gods. Or rather, is a domain crafted to match such an appearance. And of course, all the human shadows you can see are mere reproductions of the real things. A place crafted to look like heaven. You talk about the heavens, but is that a place that actually exists? I wonder. Looking at the outrageous yokai woman who runs this place, it might just be another nonsensical world based on myth and legends. It could be a trap by yokai females who just want to toy with the souls of the dead. even if it's all a lie, if this is supposed to be heaven, then that makes my next opponent obvious. It's going to be a celestial maiden like you, isn't it? Well, we might have some points in common, but her early life was quite different from mine. She's from Scandinavia, after all. Scandinavia? And there she is. Huh. Bit of an interesting profile right there. Oh my. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Hello there, Apsars-chan. Well now. Seems Apsars wasn't exaggerating after all. Oh dear. Also, that's, quite the interesting hunched-over pose she's got there. Can a person even do that anatomically? It's weird. Anyway, and also, oof, that spear she's holding. I get the feeling that might be a problem. But anyway, other than that, oof. I'm not gonna lie, she's steaming. She's so sexy. Is she my next opponent? You're so easy to read. Gah! Oh my, we have a visitor today. Nice to meet you. I'm called Valkyrie. Just like Apsars-chan, I'm akin to a celestial maiden. I carry out the duty of guiding humans who worked really hard during their lifetime to heaven. Is that right? So, my little guy, can you say your name? Yes? My name is Hakunen. I'm training to be a sorcerer. Oh my, you've really got your life together for such a young man. Not only were you able to give a proper introduction, but you're also studying hard. No, it's not really that impressive. You're being so transparent, it's kind of making me mad. So then, little guy, do you have some business with your Oni-san here? She's that type. I came here because I want to lead this pot. Huh? Hey, has being here too long started turning you senile? He's a seeker. A seeker! You're supposed to be battling him! Oh my, that's right. Now that you mention it, that's the whole reason I'm in here, isn't it? He may look like a scrawny wimp, but he's actually surprisingly capable. He got through both me and the blood-sucking Missy. That means you're handling his next trial. So please utterly corrupt him. Don't let your guard down. Oh my, so that's how it is. In that case, let's just drop all this trial business. Excuse me? Huh? Huh? I mean, he's already managed to overcome 2 whole trials, hasn't he? I think he's worked hard enough. Well done, what a good job. Hey, what are you saying? Valkyrie-san, is it really okay to not battle me? Of course, I can already tell you worked hard, so hard. Which is why there's no need for you to work so hard anymore. Jeez, I know that profile expression. Huh? Does that mean I can pass through the trial just like that? Not quite. There's no need for you to go to scary places like the outside world. Stay here with your Onesan instead, where it's nice and safe. Huh? I see. So that's what she's doing. Valkyrie, the Battle Maiden, the Celestial Maiden of Scandinavia, entrusted with the duty of beckoning the souls of fallen heroes on the battlefield to join her in heaven. Huh? That's right, if rather simplified. I make all the boys who worked really hard feel better, and welcome them to a place where they don't have to work so hard anymore. So that's... You worked hard enough already, haven't you? You're so young, and yet you've been through so much. Why not rest for eternity here? No! I can't do that! I still have so much to do and learn! You poor thing. There are so many burdened children like you. I'll be waiting up ahead to help you undo all that tension you've got. That way, even you'll be able to relax. And then you can spend your days here having fun together. Together forever with your One-san. Alright then, I'll be waiting up ahead to fulfill that promise.
Oh boy, she's gonna be a handful.
I was wondering what she was going to say, but this all turned out to be a stage in her trial. She won't let you leave here unless you can outlast your trial.
Understood. I'll do it. I'll do it.
Where's all the bravado from before gone? It looks like her erotic fragrance still has you befuddled.
I'm fine.
Is that right? Well then, do your best. Looks like this time for sure I'm going to see the Seeker's defeated face warped in pleasure.
You're really not living up to the support role there, Apsaris.
They might both be celestial maidens, but their personalities can be more different.
Oh boy, this is gonna be an interesting one. Can I actually talk to these guys? The voice of a soul seared into Valhalla is being remembered. I remember. I worked hard in my past life. Battles, duels, training. So no one should be able to complain if I take a little time to indulge in women and booze. Oh, jeez. These are degenerate souls, aren't they? I made a name for myself among the Vikings. To think I'd be turned into such a namby-pamby whip here. Can I go inside there? Hey, we're all soldiers who fell in battle, right? Was Valhalla always supposed to be a place like this? It's different from what I was told. Everyone here is completely whipped and broken in. With a resolute spirit, I put my life on the line. I had determination, willpower, my faculties. And yet when I came here, I started indulging in sensual activities, and those things were drained from me all too quickly. I quit my training because Valkyrie-chan was making a really lonely face. I laid down my spear for the last time because she told me to. It's strange. This is Valhalla, a heaven for those who died in battle. A place where soldiers can indulge in drinking, fighting, and women for all eternity. But yet all that's here is the booze and women. Everyone's just indulging in their lusts. Huh. I guess this must be some food storage shed. And if I had to hazard a guess, those are barrels full of wine. I watched enough cartoons to know that. Valkyrie-chan's always praising me. Just the other day, she told me what a good boy I was for being able to walk. And today I was caressed and praised for breathing in and out with my mouth. I guess I'm pretty amazing, huh? I'm sure it's okay to recognize that about yourself. Is it really okay for me to stay like this? Not even training or fighting? I guess it's okay if Mommy says so. Dude, seriously. What has she been telling these people? I loved training in my past life. I never missed a day's training with my spear. And now doing a different kind of spear training with Valkyrie-chan every night. I can only imagine. I love those guys who can't hold it. They gulp down one drink, then they crash to the ground out like a light. I love it. I couldn't do anything to them when I was alive because of everyone around me who might see, but here I can do whatever I want. Oh great, what's with the face? She's still acting smug. What's with that look?
You were looking at them, weren't you? Her breasts. You horn dog.
Huh?
Yuck, you're a horn dog.
A horn dog? What's that supposed to mean? You seriously don't... Wow.
It means you're a pervert, you horn dog.
What? Pervert?
Ew, what a horn dog.
Hey now! Please stop saying that, it's not true!
I saw where you were looking. You were staring at her tits. I'm gonna call you Haku Perv. Watch out, ladies, Haku Perv's on the loose.
No, my name's not Haku Perv!
Jesus, she's really laying it into him there. Another one? I'm a king. In my past life, I imposed my rule with a sword, repelling traitors and rebels with blade and horns. I protected the throne for many, many years, but that's a story from long ago. Now my throne is Valkyrie Mommy's lap, though I do end up as her chair from time to time as well. Oh great, she's the dominatrix type too. She's a lot of fetishes curled into one. Rule by force, rule of justice, rule of tyranny. There are many paths leaders can take. I chose the path of conquering Valkyrie Mommy's birth canal. That way I can make her into a real mommy. Jeez! A lot of weapons and armor in here. I guess this is a weapon. I guess this is like a weapon storage of some kind. I once greatly cherished my blade, and yet now I have no attachment to it at all. What will happen if I let go of it? Will I lose all feeling for it completely? The warriors who come here with weapons have them taken away by Valkyrie. But taken away might not be quite accurate, rather, the warriors are seduced and submit their weapons in exchange for pleasure. All the weapons acquired this way end up placed in here. I come in here every now and again to look at the swords and spears. Whenever I do, it makes me wonder whether it's okay for me to keep staying in a place like this. But then Valkyrie shows up every time I start thinking like that, and she drains every last trace of the tiny amount of warrior spirit that had come back to me. Huh. I've been talking to these guys to gather any information on beating Valkyrie like I did with Vampire and Apsaras, but they haven't really told me anything that comes to mind, that would bring an idea to mind just yet. One of them has to say something useful. Oh, it's no good. She's already broken me in. But from what I know so far, Valkyrie has hampered a lot of people. Clearly. And she sees me as her next victim. I'm not like the others here. There's no way I'll become corrupted. I won't shirk my physical and mental training no matter what kind of place this is. But maybe if I let myself get seduced by that woman just once? Yeah, you do it once, you never go back, you never stop. I decided long ago that when I die, I'd make sure to die in Valkyrie Oni-chan's chest. But I'm already dead. Weirdo. We're so high up! Falling from here would be terrifying! Calm down. I can't. I'm scared of high places. What? That's weak. Aren't you always hopping from place to place over pillars and cliffs? I'm fine with those kinds of heights. But a little while ago, I fell from a really high place. My feet turn to lead whenever I remember it. Didn't I tell you that this is an imaginary place? You won't die even if you fall. I see. Then what would happen to me instead? Nothing in particular. You just keep falling forever. Wow. That's even more terrifying! Calm yourself. If that happened, I come to pull you back up. You're supposed to be a seeker. Have some more decorum, would you? Thank you, Apsara-san. You're a nice person. I wouldn't be doing it out of the kindness of my heart. I just won't get my power back unless you lose to a yokai. There's no other reason. Yeah? Stop me with a goofy smile. Voice of warriors are seared into the very floor of the Holy Flame Domain. They are the memories of fallen warriors who were invited to Valhalla or some such place. That was no different from the other one. What's all this? Okay. Is this a statue? Huh. What's with the tablet? Something's chiseled here. This is 6. I'm guessing this must be a puzzle room of some kind. I heard a lot of things about Valhalla in my past life. That the sound of a trumpet would rouse all the warriors in these heavens to do battle day in and day out. And once night fell, that those warriors would then be showered in alcohol as they regaled each other with tales of that day's heroism and might. And of course, there would be plenty of night fun with the maiden Valkyries. Those are the sorts of stories I'd hear, and yet here there is only booze and women. No one bothers to even try to trade. I suppose the stories were just that. Yeah, they drown themselves in alcohol and pleasure. So basically, blackjack and hookers. I'm sorry, guys, I had to right there. Hold on a sec. Anyway. I wonder if Oni-chan's found out yet. I hid her precious sword in a brewery barrel. Maybe we'll get another scolding when she finds out. Brewery? That food shack I was just in a bit ago? Apparently, even in Valhalla, there are certain jurisdictions and each Valkyrie is given one to manage. The Valkyrie here very much takes on the nurturing big sister role and really pampers us. Yeah, I kinda figured that out. Are all the other Scandinavian celestial maidens the same as her? Even I intend on escaping from here when I first came. But she starts using seduction magic if you create too much distance from her. Okay, here's finally some useful info. If I ever try to escape again, I'll have to be careful about keeping the right distance. And that's a big if. So when I go to fight her, I shouldn't try to get too far away from her, huh? I normally try to do that to exhaust them out quicker, but... But I guess doing so would be disadvantageous this time. I'll still take the guy's word for it. So Vampire Son can come out of these now. Oh, child of man, listen well. Yes, what is it? Look on face is kind of scary. I can observe the condition of the blood flowing through you. Huh? The condition of my blood? I'm a vampire, so being able to do that much is only natural. Now then, are you paying proper attention on the nutritional value of the food you eat? Huh? Your blood is a little sluggish for a human your age. You're not eating only meat and fatty foods all the time, are you? Of course not. I only rarely eat meat, and I put a lot of thought into the 3 meals I make every day. In that case, perhaps you're not exercising or getting enough sleep. Though judging by how you can run around like a little monkey, it can't be the former. Which means it must be the lack of sleep that's causing harm to the health of your blood. Yeah, she's not exactly wrong there. Night should be a time of sleep for you children of men, understood? Otherwise, your blood won't flow smoothly and healthily through your body. Right. So then, is there a reason why you're unable to satisfactorily sleep? Huh? Well, that's... No, there isn't. In that case, you must make sure that you go to bed when the sun goes down, and awake when the sun rises. She sounds like a doctor. Otherwise, your blood won't be nearly as enjoyable to drink. Hey, you said you wouldn't try to drink my blood anymore! I should have guessed. She only likes to drink healthy blood. I guess she's a woman of a high palate. And this dude's just sleeping. Huh? Enemy attack? Ugh. Just a dream. I'm still having those dreams about the battlefield. Another statue? Who are you? Oh, thought it was a person, but it's just a statue. Why is there a stone statue in such an annoying place? Is there kind of meaning to having it here? Well, whatever. Something for me to think about. That was bolded in blue, so I'm guessing the statue and the one I just saw down there are important somehow. Is it still not time for the night banquet? Valkyrie-chan and I chat a lot at the night banquet, and after that, we... 12? That one down there said 6. This one said 12. Oh, there's gold here. Anything on this side? No. Door won't open. Okay, so yeah, this has definitely got to be a puzzle room of some kind. Gotta solve it in order to get out and get through. That's a classic that's classic for JRPGs. No matter how much I drink, I'm never satisfied. Should it be night soon? I'm really hanging out for the night banquet announcement. Once the announcement has gone out, we can go into the castle and start the banquet. Carry me to bed, Valkyrie One-chan. Another statue? Valhalla, a heaven for warriors. Feasting and battling for eternity. It's truly a place made for those who fight. Or it should be. None of us have even the trace of our fighting spirit left. I was very focused on training when I was alive. I enjoyed getting stronger and victory felt good. But I understand now. Becoming weaker is a whole lot more fun than becoming stronger. And rather than winning, I can feel much, much better by losing. Dude, really? I saw it. There's a place where Valkyrie-chan always stops by before starting the evening banquet. There's some kind of special equipment she keeps in a box in the weapons storeroom. Looks like she can't give the signal to start the banquet without it. Not that I really care about that. Valkyrie-chan does everything for me, so I can just keep leaving it all to her. A sword in the weapons shack? Huh. Is something the matter? I was thinking about how my many years of seclusion must have dulled my sense of smell. Huh? That's because I can smell great power wafting from you. It's a scent of powerful sorcery mixed with yokai power. What? Well, thank you. It makes me happy that I get a compliment from you. That wasn't a compliment, you dullard. I'm saying I can sense the presence of something close to you that possesses strong yokai power. Ah, so that's what you meant. My senses must be fooling me. If the whole of that much yokai energy exists, they couldn't be just any ordinary sorcerer. Thinking about it just in terms of power, it's the equivalent of an entire army of thousands of yokai. I don't believe you would be that close to such a human, and also, assuming that individual were a human, there's no way you could be near them and not come away unscathed by their presence. Ah, I know what you're talking about now. That's my master. Huh? What? The whole of that powerful energy is your master? Yes. If she wanted to, she could call forth huge waves or create columns of fire. She's incredibly powerful. Surely not. Such a powerful wielder of sorcery is your master? Yes. No, I shouldn't be so rude. Seeker-kun? Huh? I ended up attacking you out of a tragic misunderstanding. And I wish to deeply apologize for that. But it was all in the service of a trial aimed at strengthening you, so I trust you understand there was no ill intent on my part. Therefore, I would appreciate it if you would keep what happened earlier between us a secret from your master. But to think you would have that kind of master, it's no wonder I could sense strong energy from you the first time we met. Let's get along from here on. Please give my regards to your master when you next meet up with her. Vampire-san. She's pretty sensitive to differences in power and status. Yeah, I kind of picked that up a while ago. she's a bit on the cowardly side. Now anyway, about what this dude said. Special cruiser keys in a box in the weapons storeroom. Didn't another guy say something about something in a barrel? Huh. I don't know what else to do here right now, but I think finding those items in those storerooms I was just in might help me move forward. Might as well look for those swords. Said it was in a brewery barrel, so it's gotta be in one of these. What's something like this doing in one of these barrels? Got longsword. Okay. Now to look in the other one. Said it's in a box somewhere. In here? No. No. This one sword has been a strange flashiness to it. Seems like I might be able to find a use for it. Short sword. Okay, I found it. What am I supposed to do with them, though? Those shining spots. I wonder if the swords go in them. Looks like I need to insert something in this hole. Huh, this looks like the perfect fit. Alright, I thought so. So I put the other one in the other one too. So what do we got here? That looks like a clock. A strange round thing has been set here. Something's written on the pedestal. Short sword in the dragon, long sword in the sage, second hand in the angel. The numbers 1 through 12 are written on the outer part of the circle. Do I have to move these needles that are coming out of the middle and line them up with certain numbers? Which number should I move them to? Wait, numbers around it, Oh yeah, it's a clock. Numbers on the face of the clock and the fat needles. Those are... Must be talking about the clock hands, but I don't even know what I'm doing here. Nothing happened. Did I mess up? Numbers 1 through 12, dragon, sage, and an angel. What's it all mean? Dragon, sage, and angel. Wait a second. I thought so. This statue looks like a dragon. 6? That statue definitely looks like an angel, and... I thought so. This statue looks like a sage as well. So then... Short sword in the dragon, long sword in the sage, second hand in the angel. Short, long, sage... Hold the phone. Moving clock hands, but... Oh! I think I get it now. Now I get it. The short, long sword at... The message said the short sword of the dragon, long sword of the sage, second hand of the angel. I think that means where the hands are supposed to point at. Pointing at the positions of where these statues are at. Now I get it. I realize this room is circular. This whole place is modeled as the face of a clock. Wow. Damn, that's genius. And if that's true, then 6, 12. These tablets represent where they're positioned on the face of a clock. 12 is at the top, 6 is at the bottom. So I need to place the clock hands on the positions of where each of the statues located and where each one and where they're supposed to go. So that being the case, the short sword's pointed at the dragon. The dragon is where that 6 pedestal is, so I pointed at 6. Long sword the sage, second hand the angel. Hang on. If 12 is right here, then, where the angel's position, this must be the 11th position of the clock. And as for the sage, considering where the angel was, this would be where 1 is, this would be where 3 is, so then the sage is on the 2 position. Angel's at 11, sage is at 2, dragon is at 6. So with that being the case, let's see. The long sword's gotta be the long hand. Let's see. The short sword must be the little hand, and the second hand, I'm guessing that's wait, hold up. No, circle. The fat needle's gotta be the long hand. Wait, long needle? Oh, no, wait, the fat needle's the second hand, I guess. The long needle's the long hand, and the thin needle? Oh, that's gotta... Oh, I'm guessing the thin needle's gotta be that red tiny hand, the one that counts the seconds on a clock. So with that being said, let's see. Short sword dragon, long sword sage, second hand angel. The short sword must be the fat needle, so that goes to where the dragon is. Long sword's the long one, that goes to the sage. Second hand is the red tiny one, that goes to the angel. Okay. Do I have to move these needles that are coming off of the middle line and line them up with certain numbers? Which number should I move them to? The fat needle's gotta be the second hand, so... The short sword. That goes to the dragon, so 6. The long needle's the long hand. That goes to the sage, so 2. The thin needle's the tiny red one, the second hand. So that goes to the angel, so 11. Ah! That did it! Do you hear that? That's the signal for the night banquet. Eating, drinking, and later on tonight with Valkyrie-chan. A puzzle like this would trip up any amateur puzzle player, but not me. I ain't no amateur when it comes to puzzles. Oh. Oh boy. So we're finally gonna take on Valkyrie just like that. Well, I didn't really come across any information that could help me beat her in the fight. Oh boy. Relax, Raijin, you can do this, but hold up. I don't know what I'm going to be getting into during this, so... Tongue Seal Rosary... Now that I think about it, those guys are... all those apparitions kept saying stuff about her always... You know, always saying things to them. Calm them down, taking the weapons away, tell them they're good people, and... Wait. Come to think of it, don't I notice a lot of yokai using sweet words to get at... Sweet words. Huh. Well, she clearly wants to pamper me, so if that's the case... It's a bit of a long shot here from what I'm guessing, but I'll keep the Tongue Seal Rosary for this. God, I hope I'm right about this. Alright. Let's do this. Valkyrie appears. Ugh. Dear, oh dear. Look how tense you are. You don't have to be so nervous around your Oni-san, you know? Just relax. I can't do that, Valkyrie-san! Oh dear, oh dear. You're rather stubborn, aren't you? Time for me to change tactics then. The best way to stop boys from being so stubborn is to use my sexual wiles on them. Alright. I hope I can do this. Hakunen, let's not be tempted by her wiles now. Might as well see what she can do. Oh right, I almost forgot. That other ghost said we gotta keep a certain distance from her, so basically keep her not too close but not too far either. So that being case, let's run away from her just once. I'll seduce you with my adult fragrance. Alright. So she's just gonna do that for right now. I wish you would just be honest with your feelings. Won't you come and lay with your Oni-san? Okay, I guess I'm off to a good start here. Uh-oh. Betty's Phantasm here. Okay, now it's time for Betty Buys. I'll sing you a nice lullaby. Ah, sorry, but you're not getting me that easily. Again with that? would like to run away from her one more time, but... let's not push my luck right now. Let the voice of a celestial maiden be your guide. It's under control. Oh, shoot. I want to do it. I want to do it. Oh, great special action. Come on, little man. Well, don't you want to play with your Oni-san's butt? We can do all kinds of loot things, and I'll take lots of power from you. Naturally, that'll be through you thrusting your hips in and out and finishing inside me. Boys all have such an enchanted look on their face as they release. And then they become love slaves to my body forever. I'm sure it'll be the same for you as well, my little guy. Maiden's whispers. Huh. Looks like I was right. I wish you would just be honest with your feelings. Won't you come and lay with your Oni-san? Remember, keep the distance. But not too far. I do need to get my vitality back up, though. I still got this, don't worry, she's halfway through. Oh, crud. Huh, got her. I know I said I shouldn't push my luck, but just in case. Oh, crap. Oh, Maya, are we sure you don't want to live with your Oni-san? I'll have to pull out all the stops to deal with stubborn children like you. Get me! Car's been stolen. You're gonna chase after you at full power. Oh, come on! Oh, that could have been bad. Oh, come on! God, she won't let me go! That's it, don't think about anything. Come here, let your Oni-san spoil you. Crap! She got me! Are you going to take charge of Oni-san's soft butt? Breathe in lots of Oni-san's erotic fragrance. Let it turn your mind to mush. She won't let me go! Good, it finally wore off. Don't you want to try indulging in Oni-san's huge butt? You're welcome to use it as much as you like. Relax, I haven't lost. I do need to get her off me, but what am I gonna do? That didn't increase my vitality. It's okay to discard everything and let yourself be spoiled by my body. No frickin' way! That's it, that's the face. I can't get enough of seeing that look on the face of boys. It's that look of pleasure, carnal lust, and the explosive urges in their lower half. The tender seductions and tingling simulation really gets them going. And it all boils up between their sense of reason and the building corruption, culminating in that slack, shaky face. No! You're wrong! I won't lose! Yes, of course. I'm sure you'll be able to overcome temptation. If you actually try to, that is. But it's okay if you don't. Your Oni-san won't do anything mean to you. In fact, losing will feel a lot better than winning. It's boiling up inside you, isn't it? Then allow me to seduce you with a fragrance that will melt your mind. I still have that thing on. That was a close one, though. Don't you want to try experiencing a gentle finish inside me as we have special intense intercourse? It's a pleasure so good it eats away at your spirit like a poison. Your strength gradually robbed with each leak of seed inside me. By the end, you'll be so relaxed, moaning in pleasures you continue to leisurely thrust inside me. You'll be able to experience that gentle, melting pleasure of release inside me forever. All through a Valkyrie's weakening intercourse. So how about it, little man? How about you let me make you nice and weak? I'll take the fight right out of you. Oh my, you blocked me again! She's really intent on getting me. Rob, are you kidding me? Again! Relax, I'm still in this. Huh. Seriously, that was way too close of a call. Way too close of a call. But I did it. It's over. You're still working so hard, you poor thing. I did it. That's mine, all mine. Well, I won that round, but I get the feeling she ain't done with us yet. What's this? Touching the lights allows you to float over to your gaps. Outcast Valley. Oops. A place filled with the thoughts and emotions of the defeated, falling into the valley will have an effect on one's psyche. Dignity collapses and one's fighting spirit disappears. Those warriors who have tired of fighting in Valhalla throw themselves into this valley to obtain eternal peace. Oh, did I recover my... No, I did not. She sapped some of my strength during that fight, so I better get myself back up. There. Okay, that's different. I'm tired of clinging to my dignity, tired of holding back my desires. I've heard that if I throw myself into this valley, my pride as a knight will vanish. I might just jump in. Dude, come on. Getting a little faster here. It's calling me. It's telling me to jump in, to put myself out of my misery. Losing and submitting might end up being surprisingly enjoyable. Whoa, jeez. Huh, got it. Is this something like that was gonna trip me up? Huh, there she is again. What's the meaning of this? Both my seductions and my bridge of seductions. Both my seductions and my bridge of seductions. To think both would be ineffective against you. Amazing. I've been waiting for someone like you. Huh? Her whole demeanor's kind of changed.
Yeah, that kind of caught me off guard.
If your will really is that strong, then it'd be rude of me to try soothing and pampering you. If you're a real warrior, then we should have a real contest! A real contest? Valkyrie is a yokai with two natures, the maiden and the warrior. It seems like your last contest with her brought out her warrior face. Warrior face? I'm so happy that my cheap tricks and seductions didn't work on you, little man. I am but a mere battle maiden. So of course the best way for us to settle things isn't with sorcery, but by a battle to the death! Ah! Now then, I beseech you. Even just once is fine. Please have a true battle with me. Ah! A true battle? You mean one where we use weapons against each other? Valkyrie, you know we decide victory and defeat here in the pot by draining power or having it be drained. We don't have to resort to barbaric methods like killing each other with sword and spear. Just once, please. I haven't felt like this in so long. A long time, she says. Though I still don't know why. She must be trapped here in this pot as well. Just like Apsara-san. Whatever Valkyrie-san's been waiting for, she's been waiting for it for a very long time. Just waiting in this pot for some kind of change to happen. Forever. So please, I wish to have a battle so intense it sets my heart aflame. A battle intense enough to bury all the memories of the time I've wasted waiting here. You got it! Huh? Are you really okay with this? You're going to end up on the end of a spear, you know. I know, though I am scared. But I don't think she'll admit defeat unless I do this. You understand well. However, I'll be battling you in my own way. I won't use a spear or a sword. I'll fight you using my legs and my ritual implements. I don't mind. I'll be waiting for you further ahead. Gah. I'll help you out. Listen close. The flame on her spear is a divine weapon that scorches the soul. It can directly make mincemeat out of your vitality and fighting spirit. You should do whatever you can to stay out of its reach. Understood. Thank you very much for your advice. So now I really do have to actually try to keep my distance from her. That much is nothing. Hang on, when did I become the Seeker's sidekick? Well, try not to get yourself killed. Apsara-san. What is it? I've got a favor to ask. Well, I'll hear you out at the very least. If you're planning on reading me your death haiku, just leave it behind and I'll look at it later. Not that. There's something I want you to tell me. I want you to tell me a little more about this pot. About the pot? You, Valkyrie-san, and Vampire-san. Just what are all of you doing in this pot? Huh. I hadn't really thought about that until now. So hung up in defeating these girls, yeah. Never really questioned what they were all even doing in here in the first place. Why have you all been waiting in here for such a long time? I don't mind telling you if that's all you want to know. I'll tell you if you can win against Valkyrie. I'll tell you the secret behind the creation of this magical pot. So make sure you don't get yourself killed if you want to find out. Done and done. What the? Oh, great. It's a frickin' banquet. Valkyrie Dono's spear can thrust, cleave, and slice without giving a single opening. I think she can even throw it. Even moving too far away from her can be a problem. Wait, what? Too far away. Okay. So I still need to keep a certain distance. So then, as long as I don't go, I don't go at the far away limit, I should be fine. Like, at the point when you start seeing the CG of the yokai, like that tiny speck. That's what I mean. Valkyrie-chan isn't just an annoyingly helpful and nosy little angel. The way she handles the spear will really showcase her battle maiden side. All of us guys seem to be from the same place. I wonder what the souls of the warriors in foreign lands are guided to. Or does that mean that this isn't a real heaven? I'm starting to think it isn't. Is this place always like this? This everyday boisterous merrymaking is different from the Valhalla I'd heard stories about. Up ahead is the duel room. No one here uses it anymore. Though sometimes Valkyrie-chan goes in there to practice with her spear. She has this cold, intense look on her face when she's doing that. Though that face is kind of cute too. Oh, I drank too much. From Valkyrie-chan's breasts, that is. Dude, really? Your mind goes all fuzzy and you can't think about anything if you drink that stuff. Oh boy. Yeah, my friend tried escaping from here. For his troubles, he was dealt with many times more roughly than usual. Ugh, maybe I should try running away sometime. In Valhalla, the day is reserved for battles and the night for feasting. Or that's how it's supposed to be. No one fights, so no one shares drunken tales around the table. The most we have to boast about is what kind of hijinks we got up to and how much of a cute scolding we got from Valkyrie because of it. Sometimes in Valhalla, some of the more rough and ready guys would start trouble. Whenever that happened, Valkyrie-chan would put her body on the line to protect us. She wasn't just using her yokai sex appeal to corrupt. She was actually thinking about all of us. That's why I respond to her love with everything I have, body and spirit. And also why I misbehave so she'll come and take care of me. Oh my god, seriously, these people are freaking hopeless. Again, they were hopeless. Please, Valkyrie-chan, polish my spear. I was training hard all the day today. Why, you ask? That's because if you start working hard, you're bound to get a visit from Valkyrie who'll come to tempt you. And then she'll drain you dry of every drop of power you gain from training. Feels out of this world. Valkyrie-sama, please be gentle, okay? You were so rough. Valkyrie Dona's spear can thrust, cleave, and slice without giving a single opening. Okay, so I already talked to that guy. I was the best with the spear in battle. I visited the night banquet the most, and I'm the first to drink myself blind. Several times a day, I drift apart from mommy. Valkyrie-chan drained me. These people are really not helping me in this set. What's this? There's nothing here. What the hell that hut's supposed to be? Need to see what these guys have to say. I wonder if it's really okay for me to drink this. Well, who cares? I do. This is a sumptuous feast. Cheers to Valhalla! What fearsome spear technique? There's someone that told me before the fight that her technique gets more powerful the closer she gets. That's really not helping me in the slightest, dude. Wait, the closer she gets. Huh. I just had a thought. This battle will clearly be a fight of keeping distance. So, that's the case. She must have a strategy to excuse me. Since I know I can't stay too far away from her. But on the other hand, she may have ways of making sure she's at the right distance to me. So if that's the case then. I'm just guessing here, but Cursed leg bindings. Seals an enemy's leg techniques and recovers vitality. Wind bonus will take a hit a little bit, but I might as well try it out. I shouldn't waste a useful weapon. Okay. Now again, I don't really know if this will work or not, but well, we gotta try. Here goes nothing. She's totally different from before. Little man, no more of that. I realize now that you won't be a simple nut to crack. So allow me to demonstrate the true characteristics of a battle maiden. Submit before my spear of ruin. I am Valkyrie, the guide of blood and corpses. Behold my arrival! Jesus Christ, she really is different from when we first met. Okay, here goes. Ouch. I was right. Jeez, that attack really hurts. The dude said that that attack gets stronger the more she's out of further away I am from her. So if that's true then. Alright, aura. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. She can do that too? I need to find another instant to be able to run away from her. Man, she's really coming on to me hard. Ah. I was right at equipping this thing. What the? Raven stands. The yokai readies her weapon and takes a deep breath. Oh, I don't like the look of that. That thing just said it was unblockable. Should I run or should I not? Well, I gotta try something. What's about to happen? How do you like this? Yes. Wow, that really hurt. It's worn her out. I could get my distance again, but... Again with this? Boy, it's a really good thing I had that. She's coming after me a bit more than usual this time. I don't have a choice right now. Kick. She just backs off? I almost got her. You really are rather nimble. Running, enduring, outlasting. I've never dealt with someone trained in your school of combat before. If you're going to continue running away, I'll force my way over! An opening! You gotta be kidding me. So how does it feel? You're going to be crushed in my arms. You gotta be freaking kidding me. I'll make you a little more honest. And that's that. I'm surprised I could lose this kind of battle. I suppose I'd better admit defeat. Piece of mother flippin' cake. Looks like this is it for me. Seriously though, that was intense. Words? Whoa, jeez, Hakunen. You look like you've been through hell. Those are ravens. You can find lots of them flying about in Valhalla. They bear the souls of the dead. Valkyrie-san. I feel so refreshed. It felt good being able to brandish my spear after so long. Well, thanks, I guess. Glad you enjoyed yourself. So then, go ahead. Huh? You won, little man. Kill your own Achan. You can take my spiritual energy. Why does everyone here think like that? I didn't come here to kill anyone. But weren't you drawn to this pot because you wanted to become strong? You must have wanted power. That's... Robbing others of their lives is itself true victory. You can take far more power than you did just before. You can steadily become ever more powerful. No thank you. Well, I was half expecting you to say something like that. Hey, if you don't mind, could I tag along with you, little man? Huh? Of course you can. Will you really come with me? Yes, I'd like to see how your next challenge plays out. Should your spirit break, your One-san will be there to comfort you. Guess she's back to that part of herself. I see. She really does love both having proper battles as well as pampering others. She's an entity of two extremes. Okay then, but I won't lose next time either. I'll push through the rest of the domains ahead of me. And leave this pot! And then when that happens, I'll look for a way of getting you guys out as well. But supposing you were able to pass through the rest of the domains, would you really be able to leave the pot? Huh? What do you mean by that? The thing is, you're the first person to ever challenge this pot, little man. Though Apsaris-chan seems to believe it's possible, there's no solid guarantee that an exit will open. Even so, I've got to try! I'll never give up. I suppose so. In that case, I'll let you through this domain. Give it your best until you're satisfied. But if you ever get tired of fighting fate, you can come here and let your One-san spoil you in her chest anytime you like. Here, I'll heal your wounds and doubts before you go. That's another win. That's another win on my belt. My cuts have healed. Apsaris-san. So you even managed to best Valkyrie. And despite the fact that you were ogling her body and getting all flustered, it's really hard to get a handle on just how strong you are. Gee, thanks. So are you going to keep your promise? Promise? The one about this pot. You promised to tell me about it if I won. I did say that, didn't I? I don't have any particular obligation to keep my word. But why do you want to know anyway? I'll be honest, there's absolutely no reason for you to poke your nose into this. All you need to do is keep winning battles, and you'll be allowed to leave the pot. Well, whatever. If you say you want to know, then I'll tell you. There's a disgusting truth behind the purpose of this pot. That stone. I've been seeing a lot of them as I've gone through the domains. What are they? They're memory fragments. The information that forms this jar is all based on someone's memory. You'll find what you want to know inside this particular one. Fragment of memory. Woo! Pay close attention. What you're about to see is connected to the creation of this magical pot. I don't know when this happened according to your human calendars, but it was a very long time ago, in a place formerly known as Han, Jin, Tang, and Sui. Okay, that seems more like the names of different locations. Anyway, yeah, looks like we're finally getting some exposition about this place. A land with a civilization known by many different names, a cultural melting pot. In those lands, there was a secret meeting being held in a palace to the east. It was a meeting of sorcerers who wielded black magic. What is this place? Is this part of the memory? Exactly so. Practitioners of all the various kinds of sorcery were called to this place. High priests of my country, Feng Shui masters from the continent, practitioners of esoteric Buddhism, exorcists from the West, and their opposite counterparts, the heretical and pagan summoners. Even mediums and mountain ascetics were invited. Anyone who had even the faintest connection to magic was summoned. Why were all those sorcerers here? Like I told you, they were all called here. There was something they needed to create, and it required the combined knowledge of every corner of the world. If you still can't accept that, then go ahead and look at every face here. Come see me again once you're ready to accept it and we can continue. I mean, I might as well. Their journey to get here was troublesome. I hope it will be worth coming here. To think I'd be invited to a place like this. Living a long time can have its own rewards sometimes. I came to this land after accepting an invitation from a weird sorcerer. These guys don't look anything like me. Do they really all get the same invite I did? There's nothing but disgusting old guys here. When are there any cute yokai around? If I spot one, I'll go bully them like I always do. I can smell it. The scent of yokai blood hangs thick in the air. Everyone here does nothing but kill yokai. Countless yokai have been slaughtered. I get tingles when I imagine the sort of stories I'll get to hear in this place. Well, if we can understand one another, that is. It's easy to think of Onmyodo as a demonic school of magic that went out of style along with the Tang. But that notion exists purely to help people sleep better at night. What do I do? When I heard this would be a secret meeting of sorcerers, I immediately thought to wear these clothes. But everyone's dressed normally. I really stand out here. Just what kind of meeting is this? I've come from the distant land of England to be here. I heard this was going to be a secret meeting, but this is something I've never seen out in the countryside. There are so many murderous faces here. It would seem there will be others here aside from the invited guests. I heard they will arrive later. Those gathered here are no ordinary people. Over there is an Onmyoji, no doubt a source of curses from that island nation. Isn't that a priest of the Church of Satan over there? There's something two of the invited guests said that's on my mind. Kodoku. What could they mean by that? Kodoku? Wait a second, I feel like I've heard that word before. How strange. I had intended on passing myself off as an impoverished Shinto priest, but everyone here seemed to see right through me. Guys, just a quick second. Alright, sorry about that. That's a man of few words. There are others in my country here, but I still feel uncomfortable. A lot of strange faces here, though I suppose I'm one of those too. The smell, I like it. Feels like we're all brothers in arms. We call this land the Dragon Nation. That's because the dragon energy along Mai overflows here and passes through all its lands. Being a merchant is just my cover. I'm actually a wizard of the dark arts. I imagine you're much the same. pretty much everybody I talk to. Every single one of these guys just gives me an amazingly bad vibe. If anything, it's rather sickening. I understand we were all called here, but I still don't know why. Same here. But looking at all the faces here, it looks like we're all sorcerers of one kind or another. Ascetics, exorcists, witch doctors. We're called different things, but we're the same in essence. Welcome, everyone, to this assembly. Those two? Who are you two? Are you the ones who organized this gathering? We're acting on behalf of the organizer. We are a sect of priests that has continued on since the days of the Han dynasty. Members of a group that has worked tirelessly in the shadows of this country. What do priests from the continent want with us? As sorcerers, we wish to obtain ever more power. And we assume you all feel the same way. Of course. All of us train with that thought in mind. Train. What if we told you there were a way to obtain greater spiritual energy better than any training method? What? How do we do that? What the? Wait a second, that's the frickin' pot! What's this? A pot. Our master seeks sorcerers more powerful than us. In other words, in order to create the most powerful sorcerer possible, we have been commanded to create Kadoku. Kadoku? What on earth is Kadoku? Kadoku? Oh, do you know of it? My masters told me about it. It's cursed magic from the continent from long before even the Han dynasty. It's used to increase the strength of a living creature. You put lots of insects into a pot that's made using sorcery. Then you make them fight each other inside. The last remaining insect then absorbs the spiritual energy of the others it killed. And it's no ordinary power. The magic it possesses is incredibly strong. Exactly so. The magic inscribed into the pot allows the victor to absorb the spiritual power of the defeated. The remaining poison insect's spiritual level and power increases. And it transforms into a special entity sometimes called the God Bug. That's why they continue to carry out this Kadoku magic in secret. The pot of poisonous insects passed down since time immemorial, where the last living insect is tinged with immense spiritual energy. Does that Kadoku sorcery have something to do with this assembly? Yes, but our master does not intend on using insects with the Kadoku magic, but has instead ordered the use of humans and yokai. What? Humans and yokai? Humans and yokai will compete with one another inside the pot. The objective is to create the strongest sorcerer. Certainly by using Kadoku and fighting yokai inside the barrier, a sorcerer could attain power far beyond that which mere training brings. However, our abilities and insights are not sufficient to create such a thing. Therefore, we would like to have the assistance of all of you. But how do we get a yokai inside there? That will not be a problem. A monk has already placed a powerful barrier on this Indian-made magical pot. Allow us to show you. We have here something else in the lands of India. A yokai we invited. No freaking way. Let me go this instant! What's the meaning of dragging me to this backwater place? Do you know who I am, you unrefined boorish humans? Apsaris, a water yokai. Already infused with strong spiritual energy, you will be very compatible with the Kadoku ritual. Hey, I told you to unhand me! I spit on you! Oh, Apsaris. You may be used to your freedom, but you will now become one of the pot's insects. You'll risk your spiritual energy in contests with sorcerers. What? As if I'd go along with that! Should you manage to corrupt the seekers who challenge you, their spiritual energy will be yours for the taking. Continue to win and you may become powerful enough to break the seal. You must continue to battle with sorcerers if you wish to be free again. I can't believe what you're saying! You have no choice but to believe. Ah! Oh, it sucked her right in! So it's true it can seal yokai. To think one could create a pot that forced yokai and sorcerers to battle. I'll assist you. Naturally, I expect lots of compensation as well as to learn about this Kadoku sorcery. If I could get more power through that technique. I'm also interested. I'm not overly interested in that Kadoku or whatever, but I am in the possibility of sealing all yokai in one place. It will be worth assisting you in this research if it enables us to put yokai in pots like battle. Now then, all who wish to assist, please come with us. We require your assistance with capturing yokai to put in the pot as soon as possible. We already have yokai we need in mind. There are 5 yokai with special spiritual energy. We would like you all to perform the Kadoku ritual to seal them in the pot. Oh, how fascinating. I suspect the 5 yokai you've gathered each have the power of one of the 5 elements. Let us make a vampire, or one of the yokai of my country, one of the yokai we use. Being able to steal the spiritual energy of that kind of high-class yokai will certainly yield fruit. Does that mean you've also captured a Valkyrie from my country? It would be wonderful to take her spiritual energy of fire. If we're talking about needing yokai from the 5 elements, there's that huge yokai possessing strong water power. It'll be quite a lot of work to get that one in the pot. Kadoku magic? Making humans and yokai fight each other inside a pot? Exactly so. Do you understand now, O Seeker? Do you understand that what I said to you at the start was no lie? This pot is designed as training to allow sorcerers to take their power to new heights. Those who can overcome the yokai obtain significant spiritual energy. Those who cannot leave remain inside. That is the nature of this Kadoku-cursed pot. In other words, all of you inside here were taken by the sorcerers we're seeing in this memory, and forcibly sealed inside this pot, to be used as nothing more than live sacrifices to increase their power? Yes. So, hold up a second. Those times I won against these 3, when I took their spiritual energy... So that's what this was all about. Jesus. This is what those sorcerers told me before they put me in here. They told me to fight any seekers who come here. I'd have my spiritual energy stolen if I lost, but if I managed to win enough times, then I'd be able to obtain enough power to break the seal myself and escape. Did you believe them? I have no other choice. The only thing I want is to be able to leave. It's been about a quarter of a century since I was put in here. You've been in here for 25 years? That long? Yes. After we were sealed in here, we waited and waited, but no seekers ever came. And then finally you arrived. You understand now, don't you? You'll be able to leave here if you defeat all the yokai and steal their power. That's the rule here in this pot, just as I told you from the start. Now then, your next opponent's going to be a whopper of a yokai. If you want to get out of here just as much as I do, then take down everyone here. That's the rule of this pot. Looks like I have no choice but to fight now. But still, even if I can escape, what about Apsara-san and the others? Gotta do something for them. Boy, the plot sure thickened here. I was so caught up on fighting these girls that I never realized how big this really was. And now I know. Stealing their energy to make myself stronger is exactly what I've been doing. Hakunen wants to leave this pot. That was established from the start. But doing so would mean leaving these girls behind in here. That's a fate worse than death than anything. I'd rather not leave them behind. There has to be a way to... I'm sure there's a way to help them out. But it seems as though it's too early to know that right now. I have to shift my focus on conquering the next trial. Can't help but wonder who my next opponent is. That flashback, that one exorcist said something about there being a whopper of a yokai with the power of water or something. That's probably who my next opponent will be. Wonder who she'll be like. Wait. They said whopper.
Does that mean this yokai's gonna be like a big one or something? Nah, that dude's gotta be exaggerating, right? Come on now. At least I hope he was.